Good morning. Say good morning. Say good morning. Oh my gosh. I know y'all tired of my baby talk. So she was just in her crib drinking her bottle. Come on. Come on. Because when she's on the floor, she's all over the place. But it's all right. So I'm going to put her back on the floor. She has toys and stuff. I'm trying to straighten up because I work afternoons today. So you'll see how it is with the afternoon. It's been such a crazy week. And again, tomorrow my soldier has the board. So it'll be a morning and you guys will see me in. Look at that. Is that Tay Tay? Yes. You guys will see me in my ASUs, which is my dress uniform. Here, I know you want your bottle, you just want it out. Do you want this? Huh? It's gym time. Let's get it, guys. Good morning, guys. Welcome to Vlogmas. So I just finished my workout. It's a little OOTD. I have to be to work at 12:30 today. I'm doing an afternoon half day. But my husband is going to help his parents out, do some remodeling on their house. So since he's going, I'm like, you take all the kids and get their hair cut. So I am about to rush, pick up my teen, take him home, and then he actually can help with the baby. He's finished his final for the day. And then go home, take a quick shower, and get to work. So I have a lot to do, guys, but I just wanted to bring you guys with me, and let's go. Yeah, I'm trying not to embarrass my son, right? I picked him up from school. But I'm like so annoyed right now because I got a message, a comment, thanks for watching, that what I showed was a misrepresentation because ain't nobody working 7:30 to 4. And I was like, okay, true that. And if I was at a line unit, that would not be the case. Right, you're absolutely right. So, little background. I started at a force comm unit, right? So 6:30 to 7:30 was PT. From 7:30 to 9, you were gone, you showered, you ate breakfast, you did all those things. You worked 9 to 5. Typical banker's hours, 9 to 5, right? I would get off at 5 o'clock, pick up my baby, and go home. I would be home by 6 o'clock. Still a better schedule than when I was working in the civilian world. I would get off at 8, 8:15, 8:30, then pick up my kids. I had to use a daycare that was 24 hours only because there was no daycares that opened at 6, that stayed open later than 6. And I had to work every weekend, just about every weekend. So, and that was when I worked at the bank. I worked 9 to 5, still had to work Saturdays, or when I was a store manager at Ashley Furniture. Weekends, worked till after 8. So, even when I was on a line unit at a force comm unit, it was totally different. But I hate when people say, oh, because you wear a MedCom patch, because you're in a medical unit or at the hospital, you get all these perks. Because let me be clear. The regular Army has at least one 4-day every single month. Every single month. They are off a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. every month. And don't let it be like Thanksgiving, because they're off Thanksgiving, and I think there's another holiday in November. So it's like every other week, it's a 4-day. They get an hour and a half for lunch. What else? Every day we would have Legion time. When I was with this unit, we would have Legion time. So we would get off at 3 o'clock every Wednesday or Thursday. We would do our sergeant's time training. We would do a ruck march or something like that. We would do a little training. We would go home to our families. Or every first Friday is a payday activity. So you get off at 12 o'clock. You get to get your uniform inspected, maybe do a little training, and you're home by 12:30. Okay? Should I continue? Let me think. What else is there? Like, there's so many things. Being in a MedCom unit means I work on holidays. Unless it's a freaking national holiday, I'm at work, period. I'm at work. All of those. When I worked in the ER, you work those holidays, and those civilians to your left and your right, they're getting double time pay. And guess what we're getting? Our same raggedy specialist, sergeant, E6, E5, E4, whatever pay rate you're at. That's what we're getting on holidays. You don't get no comp days. That's just your regular day to work. Sorry about Christmas, but you about to work 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Y'all better do it another day. Okay? So, or are those 4-day holidays, all that fun stuff? Nah. Hour and a half lunch. Please. There have been plenty of times I haven't even gotten a lunch. It's like, yo, it's food in the back. Go grab you some, but then get back on the floor. Okay? So please, 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 let's stop saying these MedCom soldiers are super spoiled. Now, are there MOSs that are spoiled? Absolutely. Absolutely. But it's not a medic. It's not me. It's not no 68 whiskey. It's not. I work my ass off every single day. Yes, do I have good hours right now? Absolutely, I do. But I've had crappy hours too. And just like everyone else in the Army, there are times when your schedule's gonna suck. And there are times when this shit is just gonna be cush. And I just so happen to be at a cush point in my career. But guess what? My ass is PCS. And they might have me there some crazy hours, who knows? But that's just part of it. So, thank you for watching. I hope you like and subscribe. But please, 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 please don't let it be a MedCom versus ForceCom type of thing, because I'm not new to this. There's the kid. He's so cute. I'm embarrassing him because I'm like vlogging in the high school parking lot. But he wanted me to pick him up early. And Andre, you know, you almost didn't get picked up early because the teacher wasn't answering the phone. They couldn't find you. And your phone's on Do Not Disturb. I texted you and I called you.
I don't got no service in that school.
Well, all right, y'all. So I'm headed to work now. Let me find my cap. So I am going to post my rant because I was very feelings. Because when I started my YouTube channel, honestly, first of all, I started way back in the day. I had nothing to do with being in the military. I wasn't in the military. I was a mom who just had a baby or was pregnant and was couponing. And then I joined the military, and honestly, there was no representation at all on YouTube. And I was sitting in my car one day, and I was just talking about being a mom in the military, and that video took off. And it took me a very long time to accept the fact that this is a military channel. I dibbled and dabbed in like all these different niches, and I was like, I just need to show people my life, because there is no representation of being in the military, not just a mom, but life of a soldier, of a regular ass person who has a family, or even if you're single, you know, a regular person who gets up, puts on the uniform every day, and how their life is, because that is misrepresented. So many people think that it's just this crazy situation, and I mean, it can be, but it's an amazing life. It has great benefits, and I'm so glad that I raised my hand and joined, and I've been so rewarded for doing so. So I chose to share that. I choose to share that. I feel like I am not giving a misrepresentation of what it's like to be in the military, I am only giving one vantage point, my vantage point. Yes, I am in medcom. Yes, I work at a hospital. I was not vlogging like this when I was in a force comm unit. No, I wasn't. I wasn't vlogging like this when I was in the ER and I was working 12-hour shifts and I was working weekends and overnight. I wasn't. So this is what I'm showing now. It's Vlogmas. I'm vlogging. I can only show you guys my life and my story. I fully understand that there are so many different stories out there. There are so many different vantage points, so many different people and different experiences, and that's what's amazing about being in the military. And the person who sent me the comment, I challenged her, like, hey, so let's do a collab. If you have a YouTube channel that you're active on, then let's do a collab together. And if you don't, then you make some footage and some content and I will share it with my people. Show my viewers what it's like for a different mom, a different scope for them to see in the military. So let's see if anything comes of that. But honestly, I can only give you guys my vantage point. But any person who reaches out to me and I email them back, I never say my life is it. I never say that this is it. I always say do your research, talk to a recruiter, do what's best for you and your family. I don't even tell people like you need to join the military. When they reach out to me, I'm like, hey, you have to do what's in your heart, what's best for your family, what's best for your kids, what you feel is best for them. Do your research. And a lot of people, honestly, I'm like, if they're like gung-ho on Army, and I know Army is like super crazy when it comes to kids, I say, okay, so if you're super serious about this, maybe if you're under the age, right, whatever the age is right now, I think it's like 37 something, talk to the Air Force, because the Air Force is actually on board with single parents joining. Talk to them, get that research. Or maybe reserves. People have contacted me who had degrees and they were like, you know, or had good ass jobs, but they just wanted something different. I'm like, well, maybe you should look into reserves because you seem like you got a good job already. So I'm not ever pushing my life on people. I'm just giving you guys a glimpse of what it's like because there aren't that many glimpses. So I challenge those other people in the service to start a YouTube channel. Start one. Like there's people who started after me who have way more followers, way more content, way more all of that than me. I'm a little baby channel, okay? I'm excited when 20 people watch my video. But yeah, start a channel. Give people other vantage points because all I can do is be authentic to myself and my story. And I try to reiterate, especially if I'm talking heavy military, I try to reiterate like, hey, my story is not it, but this is my story that I'm sharing. This is my experiences. These are what I did. I know that a lot of things are unit dependent or where I'm stationed dependent. I said that. If you watch my 68 whiskey video, you know I said that multiple times. Because I'm stationed at Bragg, this is because I'm stationed here. But you know, it's all about who you know, and that's just with the military in general. So, woosah. So some of them is doing, so the one that comes in the afternoon will go at 10:30 again.
Oh.
And then the ones who work in the morning will go at 11:30. The only reason I'm going at 11:30 is because the two that work mornings is not going PT on their own.
Oh.
They need motivation.
Oh. What time? You said 11:30.
11:30.
I was ready to go. It sure is. You text her if she.
And then give her peace.
That's why she went all the way over there.
Mm-hmm. She let her some Andre, even though Andre abuses her.
What?
So he made.
Before class going off, you gotta go slow.
Yeah, gotta go slow mo.
Or you know, she be jerking.
Catch your breath.
Ah.
Hey, ride.
Oh, good. I gotta take a break.
You need to take a break. You tired?
You only did 3 laps. Back and forth. Wait till you
Look at
learn
Tay.
about some suicides. Tay like, why we stop?
Let's go. Let's go again. Oh my god. Oh my god.